Welcome, listener. What you're about to hear is drawn from real accounts of haunted places and paranormal happenings around the world. Today's story takes us to Atchison, Kansas, where a modest rental home became infamous not for who lived in it, but for what it refused to let go. This is the true story of the Sallie House. Let's begin. In the mid-1800s, the house at 508 North 2nd Street was built by the Finney family. A few decades later, it passed into the hands of Dr. Charles Finney, who reportedly used part of the home as a medical office. One stormy night, a young mother is said to have arrived at the home, carrying her daughter, a girl named Sallie, just 6 years old. She was in pain, violent abdominal pain. Dr. Finney, suspecting appendicitis, acted quickly, too quickly. According to legend, he began surgery before the anesthesia had fully taken effect. Sallie screamed in agony, and then she died. Some say her spirit never left, that the final terror of those last moments burned themselves into the walls. From that point forward, something inside the house began to shift. Over time, whispers grew, cold spots, footsteps in empty rooms, flickering lights, the sound of a little girl crying. Locals began to call it haunted. Fast forward to the early 1990s, Tony and Deborah Pickman, newly married and expecting a child, moved into the house, unaware of its history. At first, everything seemed normal, but within weeks, strange things began. Light bulbs would blow out one after another. The nursery's mobile spun on its own. Their dog barked at corners, empty corners, and refused to enter certain rooms. Then something stranger. One day they came home and found all their baby stuffed animals piled into the centre of the nursery floor. Neat, precise, intentional. Another day, Tony found deep scratches down his back, angry, red marks, like claw slashes, but no one had touched him. He began having dreams, dark ones, of a little girl watching him from the foot of his bed. He chalked it up to stress, until it happened again and again. The Pickmans called in help, a paranormal team, then another. Even the television show Sightings got involved. What they caught on camera was disturbing. In one session, Tony was scratched on camera. No one near him, no trick. The marks appeared as he cried out in pain. The house responded to every attempt to remove the spirit. During a blessing of the nursery, Tony collapsed. He was covered in fresh scratches, too many to count. Some investigators believe the entity pretending to be Sallie wasn't a child at all. They say Sallie is the bait and that something older, darker, is what truly haunts the house. Tony's behaviour began to shift. He became withdrawn, angry. He confessed that he heard voices that whispered for him to harm others. One night, in a state he could barely remember, Tony killed a stray cat with a kitchen knife. He told Deborah the voice said, "She's next." That was when they knew they had to get out. After the Pickmans moved, the house sat empty, but it didn't stay forgotten. In the years since, the Sallie House has become a hotspot for ghost hunters, YouTubers, and thrill seekers. Visitors report cold spots that follow you, the feeling of being watched, voices recorded on tape saying, "Get out, leave," or simply, "Sallie." Some guests have left with scratches across their skin. Dogs still refuse to enter the nursery. Some say it's all legend, that there's no record of a girl named Sallie ever dying there, that it was all made up to draw tourists. But others say that's exactly what the house wants you to believe. So what is the Sallie House? A grieving child's ghost? A case of mass hysteria? Or something darker, hiding behind the mask of innocence? Let us know in the comments. And if you ever find yourself in Atchison, Kansas, and you stand before that pale white house, listen carefully. You just might hear your name whispered in a child's voice. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more true tales from the unknown, please like and subscribe so we know that you do. Until next time.
Stay spooky.